Hello and welcome to a high-definition video recording of Battlefield 3 multiplayer gameplay brought to you by Windshear. I want to start off by thanking all you subscribers. I've just surpassed 1,000 subscribers that is, and pretty good achievement for my channel. I appreciate all your comments and suggestions, and hope you enjoy and actually learning some things from my videos. In this video I want to talk about the vehicles, in particular the LAV and the BMP anti-personnel vehicles. I traditionally stay away from these just because personally I prefer to run around and gun people down, you know, mono-e-mono, face-to-face. To me, it just there doesn't seem to be much satisfaction in hopping one of these vehicles to me and just rampaging the enemy team, because I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of this vehicle, and it is just not fun. They're wholly difficult to take out, especially when you don't have a coherent team working together. They're very, very fast, especially this vehicle, the LAV. I mean, when you hit the turbo boost on this thing, I mean, it just goes. And when you're trying to hit that thing, you know, it's going full speed with an RPG, it's next to impossible. So the best places to destroy this vehicle is when I'm doing something stupid like this on Grand Bazar and stuck in a small confined area and I can't turn around, because the turning radius in this vehicle is not as good as a tank. It's not quite as agile in its short turns. So you've got to get it boxed in somewhere, or hopefully the driver does something stupid. But unfortunately the team didn't take advantage of my mistake there, and I continue on rampage here and continue to own this team on Conquest. I think it can go like 11-0 or something like that on this this clip. But this anti-personnel vehicle, again, the LAV or the BMP, to me either one's equivalent in terms of their capabilities. They're both pretty comparable. But the typical loadout I run on these is a proximity scan, which is, I think, vital to this type of vehicle. I mean, it's an anti-personnel vehicle, so you want to know where the personnel are. So, you know, you got to know where the enemy is, and having that proximity scan gives you a huge advantage. Other than that, I typically will run now a thermal imaging, allow you to see enemy mines a lot easier and pick out enemy behind cover. And you know, the third perk's really kind of up to you, I would think. Sometimes I put reactive armor on it. Just, you know, either way, those are the two main perks you want to have equipped on these vehicles. But I just don't like these vehicles. Just again, I think they're really difficult to take out. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but my old friend Chief Nightmare, in my previous video, he was, let's just say, a challenge for me. Even though I had a ridiculous score as engineer in that match of nearly 10,000 points, he was like the one player that came back and killed me the whole time, and it just drove me nuts. Well, let me just say, guys, I don't forget things like that, and I will repay you when due time comes. So he sent me a nice little friendly message there. And, you know, he's calling these bitch kills, which, again, they kind of are. I'm going to have to agree with him on that, because it's just, you know, in the previous video, that Chief Nightmare guy, he was a assault class. And as I mentioned before in that video about advanced engineer tips, assault class people are useless against situations like this. So he can't do anything but hide, because he wants to run his FAMAS. And what's he going to do with that against me? Absolutely nothing. So, you know, it's... again, that's why the assault class to me is pretty weak in a lot of respects. I mean, they're good for that one kill, you know, one-on-one kind of thing. But when it comes to multiple enemies or a dynamic environment where overall your team is losing and you need to do something to help your team out, rather than, you know, switching to maybe engineer class, he just keeps hiding somewhere. Just wants to text message the whole match rather than come back. So, you know, I eventually hop out of here and move on and get a few more kills against my old friend Chief. But and again, what video would not be complete without the combat efficiency medal, right? But this next clip, I want to kind of show the BMP side of it. Again, it's pretty similar to the LAV, but this time I'm running thermal vision on it, and proximity scan as well, and let's say reactive armor, if I remember right. Maybe wrong on that. I may be thinking of that thing. But the first thing I do on Grand Bazar is I flank the enemy right off the bat, because I know that's where they're going to be. I want to go right head-to-head with the enemy. I don't want to waste any time. I just want to go straight to them and try to obstruct their ability to hold and capture positions and kill enemy team. I mean, that's what the bottom line of this game's about. They go straight to Alpha, And with thermal vision, I can see right off the bat I got mines over here to contend with, but I'm going to focus first on their enemy LAV. Switch to my missile launcher there. That's pretty much an instant vehicle disable, especially when you kind of get him on the flanking rear end side of him where his armor is weak. So you got to be aggressive with these vehicles because they're pretty much evenly matched. So that first few moments is critical in getting the first few hits on them. Now, this clan that I'm playing against here, this is now the next two clips I show is where I'm playing against the enemy clan. Merc and what was the other one's name? I can't remember now, but you'll see it in the replay. But overall, you know, this is kind of my thoughts on clan teams, and I'm not in a clan myself. I play with regular teammates of mine that I squad up with, but to me, maybe it's just because I haven't found. To me, again, a clan should be a professional organization, almost you know, kind of like a pseudo-military type thing, where you kind of check your ego at the door, and you strictly work as a team, and you do it in a manner in which you can communicate effectively with your teammates without any kind of hesitation. So, I mean, there can't be any kind of communication barrier. Everybody's got to have top-of-the-line equipment in terms of headsets, internet connection. I mean, you're pretty much serious. The most serious is serious gamers, you know what I mean? I see a lot of clans, and I think I'm probably playing against a couple here, where, you know, it's just a clan is they call themselves clans, but they're really just a group of people that are buds, and, you know, which is fine, and they just enjoy gaming together, and they're playing it for fun. But to me, a clan should be more like you're in it to win it every time. You'll do whatever it takes to win that match, you know what I mean? Not without regard to your own personal score or whatever. You know, it's bottom line is the team is more important than the individual, and it's about winning matches. And I just don't find many players at that caliber out there. Unfortunately, it's just, you know, this is a game in a lot of respects, and I've put my thoughts out about videos about how video games are not just games to me. It's a little more than that. So it's kind of hard to find people at that same level of play that I take it to, because I get pretty serious about this some days, more others than not. But you know, why is this clan, if they call themselves a clan, I mean, they need to be working together to eliminate me as this threat, because I'm just on a rampage here in this BMP, just destroying them. I mean, that should always be, if you're going to work in a clan as a professional team, or I mean, not professionals, but just as a coherent group, and you want to be a tactical group, you got to work together to eliminate the number one threat on the enemy team, which in this situation is me. So again, everybody needs to be dropping all their assault classes, everybody needs to be dropping everything they're doing, switch to either support or engineer role, and destroy this vehicle. I mean, to me, it's common sense stuff, but a lot of times, again, it depends on what lobby you're in and what teammates you're working with. People just don't want to, you know, switch out of that one gun that they want to run, like I was mentioning earlier in the video, that Chief Nightmare guy. He wanted to stick with this assault class, which the FAMAS ain't going to do much for you in situations like this. So, if you do want to be a clan, I would encourage you to, you know, ask yourself that question. Am I going to be the kind of group of guys I just want to, you know, do I just want to be a casual gamer and come out and have fun, or do I want to be in it to play seriously, play objectives, and win the match? So, you know, that's kind of what you need to ask yourself about this. Now, this part of this footage here, I left this in because I got a little G3 footage. I've got a lot of footage of weapon-specific matches. I've had a lot of good matches lately. I've been pretty fortunate. A lot of good gameplay with the G3, with the L85A2 and the SG553, and a little few good clips on the SKS. Those have been the best weapons I've been running lately. So I'll probably compile some montages of those weapon-specific groupings. Now right there, I got killed by that Claymore and quickly revived by my teammate, but I hear a lot of people talking about the Claymore being a noob piece of equipment. You know what? First of all, I disagree with any piece of equipment being noobish, because it's there for a reason, with the exception of the MAV roadkills. I think that's utilizing equipment not the way it was intended to be used. But the Claymore to me is not a new piece of equipment. Personally, myself, I don't use that much. I'm usually using C4 instead to have some kind of vehicle defense. But, you know, my hat's off to that player. He put that Claymore in a prime location. He used his brain, and he thought, you know, he'll get a kill by putting a Claymore down there, and he was right. You can get a lot of Claymore kills on this match. Now, right here on a flanking position with the G3, I just love this gun because it's so powerful, and the recoil on it is just perfect enough for me to get like a lot of headshots with this gun. I just always seem to get headshots with it, and you know, it's pretty much one hit kill at that point, even on core, obviously. But I left this in here because, again, the G3, it's just on this kind of even close quarter maps like this, it's really devastating, and I'll put out some footage here later on about how effective. You'll see just how effective this gun can be. And again, my loadout on the G3 is a heavy barrel, which I think is just absolutely imperative for this gun. Heavy barrel, the grip, or the M26 mass, which people laugh at me for saying that. And obviously it's whatever sight you're comfortable with. But as you can see here, this end of this clip, one of my like 18-0, it's hard for me to see this gritty playback. But you know, I'm pretty considerable up against this clan I'm playing against. And, I mean, that just shouldn't happen, you know, if you want to call yourself a clan. This last clip here is just me just destroying these two clans on the opening, just right off the bat. I joined this lobby on Gulf of Oman, and then SG553, and just coming around this team and just quickly getting combat efficiency ribbon, and they just don't even know what hit them here in this circumstances. So again, in summary, if you want to run a clan tag, remember what do you want your core values to be? Are you just a casual gamer, or do you want to kind of take it to that next level? Do you want to participate in tournaments? Do you want to, you know, better yourself, improve your score? Do you want to be one of the top tier players, or you just want to be a guy that you know, enjoys hanging out with a group of guys, has some laughs, you know, just kind of enjoying the moment of the game, but not really being what I would call a serious professional gamer. Of course, I guess I'm getting to that level now with the YouTube channel. I mean, I'm not doing this just to play. This is kind of, I guess, technically a business in some respects. So, you know, that's why whenever I do play with my squad mates, I get a little frustrated sometimes because, you know, maybe they're not that same level that I am in terms of the seriousness of the gameplay. But Battlefield 3, again, what a wonderful game. You know, if anything, it provides that environment for all level of players, whether serious gamers or the casual gamers, and it can really open up a lot of doors for you in terms of your ability to play video games. And if you haven't played this game, I would encourage you to try it. It's a wonderful game, wholly satisfying, one of the best out there. Appreciate you guys watching. Please like the video if you did, and I got lots more to come.